What have I appreciated about working with KDMD is the flexibility, the evolution, the adaptation, and just actually being part of the process as it evolves. That has been really exciting for me. I came in as an activity manager with it in 2009, having convinced the Office of Agriculture at the time to buy into the mechanism. I think we bought in with $400,000 for that fiscal year, and I had no idea. I'd never managed a contract before, anything like that. And we came in, originally all I wanted to do was webinars. It was for the Ag Sector Council. I was like, I'm going to have them recorded. I'm going to have all these sorts of things. And that's all I wanted to do. And then my office was like, oh, we've got some extra money. Let's do training. We'll do training under this contract too. And then we have to do this and that. And it started to pile up. And I know the people on the KDMD side were going, oh my goodness. But they adapted, and they changed, and they listened to the needs, and so they brought on Megan Murphy to manage our side of the contract. Since then, it was always a constant evolution. We were like willing to experiment, to try new things, and move forward with them if they worked, and if not, we chuck them to the side. And so it started out with not being so flexible here. You need to make a work plan. You need to have something rigid. What's your deliverables? To the way we now developed towards the end, what work plans were, what are the core, what are the things that we have to do? We have to deliver on the Ag Sector Council. Those are core things. What do we want to do? What experiments do we want to try? Things like Twitter chat kind of arose from that. And then what do we aspire to do? What do we dream to do? So sort of need, want, dream as those kind of three pieces of the way we do the learning, the work plan. I don't think a lot of projects would have been willing to do that. KDMD has been willing to do that. When I first bought into or managed to buy into KDMD, it was primarily because when I came in, I was sort of, as an American Association for Advancement of Science and Technology Policy Fellow, I was kind of looking for a niche. I sort of was brought in on providing technical support for the field and how to improve that. And so that was my mandate as a fellow, and I was trying to figure out, okay, how do you do that? How do you do that? And I kept hearing about, knowledge management, you should go talk to these people. And so I eventually got to talk to Stacy Young, and Stacy agreed to have like a 30-minute coffee with me, and she explained knowledge management to me, and I was like, this is what I've been searching for all my life. But at that point, I think KDMD had just been awarded. Not too many people talked about it. What they talked about most, actually, was microlinks. And they said, oh, if you want to do a good website, or if you want to do, knowledge management, web sharing, the people who do microlinks are the ones you should talk to. And it was over the years that KDMD became the sort of standard as more buy-ins were doing things, and people were getting up and saying, and this is brought to you by KDMD. I started to hear more conversations more about what is, KDMD, KDMD does this or KDMD does that. And especially within my bureau, the Bureau for Food Security, it has become one of those key things is, the way KDMD does it. I mean, we've got 2 award-winning websites from KDMD. We've got, a number of activities where KDMD sort of has set the rules so that people come back and go, is KDMD available if it's for around design, if it's around the surveys, we've done a lot of those recently to the field and to other implementing partners. And so it became sort of larger than just microlinks. It became KDMD, and when do we get access to KDMD to help us do these things? A large part of the thinking now, the return of knowledge management within USAID is in part due to the success of KDMD and the work that it has done, and showing what good knowledge management and knowledge sharing can be like. And I think that has energized quite a lot of people and gotten quite a lot of other people thinking, well, how do we do this? And we need internal expertise as well as external expertise in doing it.